knows the girl he probably wants to hook up with next. And then when they're having alone time, break it up.
Yeah.
It's just the difference is Ashley's not in power and Daisy is in power. So
Yeah.
I mean,
This it sounds like we're accusing Daisy of abusing her power. She's not.
no.
This is all just it's a work environment, but but she's allowed. Yeah, and it's a smart move by her.
Yep.
No, I do not believe those two are together currently, Gary and Daisy. But I don't.
No, but I think
We don't know what
they're
happens the rest of the season.
yeah, they're definitely friends though. And I think it's one of those things like you can have like I think it's easy to be friends with if you're a guy, it's friends to be sorry. If you're a guy, it's easy to be friends with a girl, but it gets more complicated when you then get a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know?
And it's like a friends, kind of a will there, won't they?
Yeah.
Maybe they've hooked up a few times.
In this situation
And
they have.
yeah, that's true. I wonder if they hooked up a second time though, because we saw the first make out. They seem to be closer in general, like on like social media and stuff. So hey, it's Bravo says watch what happens. That's their tagline. So I guess
that like the Andy Cohen show that always like watch what happens live with Andy Cohen? They play like the weirdest games on that show, man. I like had it on like 10 minutes after, and they were literally just like, I'm not kidding. There were like cutouts of like donkeys like going across the screen with like some like weird like caption.
I guess it works. I'll watch that show every once in a while for like 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah,
because it's on right afterward. He's a very smart guy.
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing.
I think it gets like a quarter or a fifth of like the viewers.
Yeah.
So like Below Deck gets like 1 million. Below Deck Sailing Yacht gets 1 million, so he gets like 200,000 people to watch it. Yeah, I don't know if that's. I mean, that's clearly just off coattails, but he's getting guests, so
it's something. Yeah, and I guess it promotes all the other shows too.
Yeah, those do crossovers.
Yeah, it's some synergy there.
Yeah. Hey Sean, I think we really have to start talking about Marcos a little bit here.
Yes, we do.
I think this guy had the performance of the year. Listen, he's got, I don't know, 8 different women. It seems like every woman has some form of intolerance or like, an allergy or this or that. So he's got to be real careful with what he makes, and has to be specific where if he's going to make something that some people can't eat, he's got an alternative. I think he killed it from the first night where they had the duck and the lobster to the 10-course meal. That 10-course meal probably took 10 hours to prep at least.
Oh yeah. He was doing it all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say some highlights. Well, from the 10-course meal, my 2 favorite dishes were, I wrote this down, the salmon with a chipotle aioli. That looked very nice.
Yeah, it did.
I'm a salmon guy. And then the Wagyu ribeye, which I usually order a ribeye a little too fatty for me, but still, that looked delicious too. And then I'm a big sorbet guy.
Palate cleanser, if you would.
Yeah, love that. John, what about you? What was your favorite dish you made, just in general, from the 2 days?
I actually think the night before when he had the duck, and then it was weird because like his second, I think he had the duck, and then the second entree was like the lobster. So it was probably just like a little tail. But listen, don't tell my doctor because the cholesterol would be through the roof. But duck and lobster, you can't do much better than that.
No, you can't.
But the guy just killed it. A 10-course meal for 8 different people, like he said, that's 80 plates on a sailing yacht with no sous chef. The guy just killed it.
The girl, the ladies loved him too. Yeah. They were. He was getting harassed a lot.
Sean, it's interesting. Here's the thing. If you're a charter guest, you're really into Marcos. If you're a yachty, you're really into Gary. And it seems to be like, it's just time and time again.
I think because Marcos, not that like, because Gary doesn't look that young either. I think Marcos feels more like worldly or like
exotic.
No.
Can you say that?
Yeah. I mean, if you're white, yeah. Right. That's But they both have accents though, and they both look around the same age.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm
Marco
Gary,
seems more cultured. Maybe
yeah,
he's lived a little bit more life.
yeah.
Like Gary, I'm sure Gary is too. I don't
The
know.
guy's a yachty. I mean,
Yeah. Uh, I think just Marco skews older for
yeah,
girls and Gary skews younger.
yeah. No, I think that makes sense. And
Um,
well, Ashley also blows that up with her being 23.
yeah, right. Who's older, Ashley or Kelsey?
I think Kelsey. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
I'm not sure. Because I would I'd be
Yeah.
more weirded out if Gary hooked up with Kelsey.
Yeah. I feel like they're
I
both really young though. Like they're
yeah.
both in that like sub 25, maybe
Now,
sub
by the
26.
way, like everyone's over 18, so like
Right.
whatever, do whatever you
Yeah.
want. I mean, but I don't know. No, we brought up earlier. Gary and Kelsey hooking up would weird me out.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. No, I'm the same boat.
John,
Um,
anything about these guests? Do you remember Keely from last year? Because I don't.
is she the
She was with Erica in the when they were in the Trump bathing suit or the Trump hat.
was she the girl who had tatas for Trump or something?
I thought it was Erica who then switched to Biden because she just roots for whoever's in power.
Um, no, I remember the one girl that remember they were sunbathing and she's like, "How old do you think I am?" or something like that.
Yeah.
She's the main. She's the main. She's the consistent one from last year.
Is she Keely? Or no, Keely's the primary. That girl's just, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, good. Because like I do not recognize this
I don't.
the
Yeah, I don't
primary at
remember.
all. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, I don't remember Keeley, but there's
Oh,
definitely some holdovers.
so the brunette that she asked about how old do I look, and she was hoping for something way younger.
20s. Wouldn't it be funny if someone's just like 12? Like he's like just a dumb answer.
I think guys know to like go 5 years younger. Like if I see a girl that looks 35 and she asks me how old she looks, I would say 30.
Yeah.
Just because it's polite. But you know,
But
girls.
what if she's 30 and she just happens to look 35? I mean, at the end of the day, it's there's no like, listen, ladies, we're just trying here. You know, I'm trying to be polite. I'm not trying to offend anyone or,
Yeah.
like I'm not trying to kick anybody while they're down or, I'm just trying to give you an answer you want to hear. That's all I'm trying to do.
Okay. Yeah. Especially, do I look 34? And yeah, I guess so. I think when you have the lip filler or whatever, the collagen in the upper lip, it ages you a little bit. I don't know.
I think it does. I think it's one of those things like the more like work you get done, this is for guys and girls. The more like work you get done, I feel like it might plateau you for a couple years, but then it ages you quicker, I think.
It ages you when you're younger because it makes you look like an older person that got work done. But then as you get older, I think it plateaus you. That's right. Where you always kind of look like you're 40. Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey.
But no, I really like these guests,
they were nice. Yeah.
They
cool.
really were. Like, you can have dietary restrictions and things like that. And it can like ruin, it can like ruin a meal if you have like the wrong chef, but Marcos is doing such a good job that, we're not running into that issue here. And I kind of liked when they were like, "Oh, do you want to talk to the chef?" I'm like, "No, just let him do what he does. He knows that we have dietary, he knows we have, a couple of things we like and don't like." And they trusted Marcos and he's killing it.
Yeah. The only, one of the guests, when Gary and Daisy take them swimming, before they jump in the water, she goes, "The trouble with water is when you first jump in, it feels cold." It's like, that's true. That's how swimming works.
Yeah.
That's why it's refreshing, because it's like 95 degrees out.
Yeah.
That was just an odd thing to say, but it's correct. Yeah.
She's not wrong. Sean, anything else about this episode? Because I think we got a good question of the week here.
We do. Well, yeah, I was gonna. Oh, we got to go into who won and who lost.
Oh, yeah.
The question. Oh, well, Barnaby really doesn't want to be on Knights.
Yeah, man, you just got to do your job. Like, and also, I don't think him being on days is going to change the tip. He was like, "Oh, you need your more charismatic person." It's like, Barnaby, I'm pretty sure you're like maybe behind Colin, the least influential person on the boat when it comes to like the guest interactions.
Yeah,
So
he says he's the most exciting guy on board. I don't know that that's true.
has he met Gary?
Yeah, Gary's literally his boss.
Yeah.
And then so I don't know if Kelsey likes him so far. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I will say though, he won me over a little bit at the end with his enthusiasm for the regatta.
Yeah. It seems like he had like a racing background.
Or he's been a part of them or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's that I do want to know more about him, like his private island billionaire, like concierge.
It's like Richard. I think it's like Mesquite Island. It's Richard Branson's island. You can like rent it out for like a crazy amount.
Someone made the joke that he's definitely met Jeffrey Epstein. I
No.
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask him. But yeah, Jen. Should we go to awards?
Let's go to awards. Sean, this was a episode that I thought for me was easy to say who won it.
Okay.
For me, I had Marcos winning it. Just absolutely killed it. Everything looked amazing. Everything came out on time. No issues with likes and don't likes. Dude killed it.
Yeah, no, I was gonna go in Marcos too. I ended up going with Gary, just because he's the show. He's kind of always been the show. I think Daisy's the best like main character for the show, but Gary's the action. That's
right.
Every girl on deck besides Kelsey is obsessed with him. I just can't wait for the next night out. Like the possibilities are endless with him and Scarlett. And you know, like you gotta respect him apologizing to Daisy at the end too. Like I love that too. He's a show to me. I hope he's on the show forever.
Here's the thing, Sean. If he doesn't apologize, does he win the episode?
No, because he could have maybe something else would have happened that would have ruined like the next night out, or you want those two to be like they keep the party going. Yeah. They keep the party going when they get back to the boat. And if Daisy's not into it, then the party's gonna be like way more lame.
Exactly.
So the apology was a good thing. Yeah. John, who should have losing the episode?
That's a tough one. Candidly, I was actually trying to figure out while we were recording who lost the episode.
Well, I mean, I'll give you mine. The guest that belly flopped during the rope swing. That was painful. No, yeah, it was a weird episode where like no one really lost. Like Barnaby was annoying at the beginning, but his enthusiasm for the regatta at the end kind of won me back a little. Like I like how he woke up.
Yeah.
Like even though he's like on break or whatever, he's like, no, I want to see this. So yeah, I mean that I'm sure belly flopping would have hurt though.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with Barnaby then. Yeah, that belly flop wasn't great though. You know who else I could have thought lost it? Was Erica Rose. All right, so I'm going with Erica Rose. So she was the one. She was the blonde-haired woman.
Yeah.
That was on this charter last year. That was also on it earlier this season.
Yes.
And Erica Rose was still a miserable charter this season, but these ladies are having a great time. Replaced her, kicked her out, and now they're having a great time. So my answer is I'm doing it on the fly, but I think Erica Rose is the perfect person that lost this episode. Yeah,
she was her in the woman that thought she's being bullied for being too hot. they are. Oh, and Erica's mom.
Yeah,
those were the people that were bringing it down last year.
Yeah,
and yeah, right. Whoever this other, I'm so bad with the charity guest names. Keely's friend who was on last year seems fine. So
exactly.
There you go.
So that was a good one. All right, Sean. So what do you got for question of the week?
All right. Jen, I'm not sure how accurate this is, but I'm just going to go with it anyway.